You're making the case that he could have been living there with the help of support on the ground. Is that your sense as well? Because that seems very naive. It almost seems, Salim Shahzad, that Pakistan once again is in denial. This is the biggest embarrassment to the Pakistani government. You've been saying from top down, from General Musharraf to Zardari to Rahman Malik, that we have no idea where Osama bin Laden is. Hunt for him in Afghanistan. Don't hunt for him in Pakistan because that's not where he is. And lo behold, it turns out he's bang inside a big flourishing Pakistani city inside a military garrison. It seems Pakistani army was supporting him all this while.
No, I mean, this is not the case, I think. I mean, you have to focus on one thing, that what actually happened, how he was hunted and how he was killed. The thing was that, as President Obama mentioned, that American intelligence got the clue in August last year about his visibility, about his movement. And I also documented in my Asia Times Online article on March 24 that CIA, for the first time in many years, got the information, reported that to the American authorities, that Osama bin Laden was very much visible in the Afghan parts of Nuristan, Kunar and Pakistani regions of Bajor. He was very active after many years, and I think in that course he traveled down to Pakistani cities, and he recently moved to Abbottabad.
No, he didn't recently move to Abbottabad. That's not a fact, because you've got the President of the United States on record saying since August 2010, Osama bin Laden had been staying in this compound. I want to go across to another former diplomat, KC Singh. I'm coming back to you, Mr. Singh. Our guests in Pakistan do not believe that Osama bin Laden was hiding there with the connivance and support of the Pakistani army. Can you explain to them and to our viewers why it's impossible for Osama bin Laden to have been hiding there so successfully and for so long without the army support?
Well, for a long time he was in the tribal areas, so the support of the army may have been indirect. Because if you see the recent WikiLeaks, where they have come out with the confessions made by people in Guantanamo Bay, they've told you how he escaped into the tribal areas. So once the tribal protection is there, indirectly the Pakistan army support would have been there. But he's required medical treatment. We've known for many years now that he was ailing, he had a kidney ailment, he needed dialysis. There were reports off and on that he had died. President Musharraf, in fact, announced a few times that he must be dead because he's not been heard of. So off and on, at an arm's length, there was some contact because there was no urgency for the Pakistani army to give him up. At that stage, he was not a part of the larger strategy they have in Afghanistan. The question that arises now is whether Americans have caught up with them or there is some connivance of the Pakistanis. Because now the time is right to sever the Al-Qaeda from the Taliban, because Afghanistan is reaching an end game. You need at the moment to de-link Al-Qaeda from them to show that Taliban can be reconciled, and most of them are reconcilable. That was one of the preconditions of the London conference. All those who de-link from Al-Qaeda and in addition give up or abjure violence can come back and be reconciled. So therefore, at the moment, it is not against Pakistan's interests. Logically speaking, for him to be living there, for him to be living in such a large house in a neighborhood where other houses are small, it would be illogical if Pakistan army was unaware of it.